Hey guys, Jason here, and I recently discovered the Pixel 8 Pro is available renewed on Amazon for a bit over $600. That's a major decrease from the $1,000 launch price for a refurbished phone in like-new condition. Considering the Pixel 8 Pro has been my favorite phone I've ever used, I say it's time to buy it if you were holding off due to the price. But let me explain why I like this phone so much and what all it offers in early 2024. Starting with performance, this phone is powered by the Tensor G3 paired with 12 gigs of RAM. That combo gives you very good surface level smoothness and performance for everyday usage. It flies through everything I do on a regular basis with some help from the 120Hz screen, and it holds its own with moderate usage like really pushing the cameras or playing medium demanding games. At the same time, I'm obligated to say the Tensor G3 is a generation behind the rest of flagship chips by the benchmarks. There are AI software features this chip enables, but if raw power is what you want, the Pixel 8 Pro won't be the best pick for your money, even at the reduced price. But I personally don't do super demanding tasks on my phone, so the Pixel 8 Pro had stellar performance for everything I used it for. The Pixel 8 Pro runs the latest version of Android 14. The software is stock and unskinned, with the exception of Pixel-only features tucked into their respective corners of the OS. This is where the AI side of the Tensor G3 comes into play. There's features like contextual quick replies in the call screen for communicating with a caller without picking up the phone. And Google Assistant can summarize web pages or read articles to you out loud. There's also a bunch of software features for the camera, which I'll talk about later in the video. But rounding out the software section of the video, the Pixel 8 Pro will continue to run the latest version of Android until 2030, as it'll get 7 years of software updates. Assuming Android is your preferred OS, this phone will give you a great software experience. Let's talk about the design. The screen on the front is flat with symmetrical bezels, while the back is matte with rounded corners and sides. The glossy metal camera bar intersects that back and holds the cameras in a single pill-shaped cutout. The design overall is still clearly Pixel, but it's more playful than previous generations for better or for worse. I actually kinda like the curved edges of the Pixel 7 Pro screen, but most people prefer flat screens, so that's what Google put on the 8 Pro. I'm not mad at all at the design of the Pixel 8 Pro, as it's a very nice looking phone. Coming back to the screen, the size is 6.7 inches, and it's within 100 pixels of 1440p plus resolution. The refresh rate can go as low as 1 Hz and as high as 120 Hz, and the max brightness is a blazing 2400 nits. Overall, the screen specs are top of the line, and everything here from games to YouTube videos benefits from excellent colors, contrast, and brightness. Out of the box, the phone is set to 1080p plus resolution though, so definitely change that to take advantage of all the pixels in the screen. Talking about the cameras, on the back of the Pixel 8 Pro you have a 50 megapixel main camera, a 48 megapixel 0.5x ultra-wide, and a 48 megapixel 5x telephoto. The front camera is 10.5 megapixels with autofocus. Photos here look great. This is a big sensor with a lot of pixels, giving you excellent photos in all environments. There's also Pro controls for manually punching in settings, and high-resolution capture for finally being able to save full 50 megapixel photos in JPEG or RAW. I'm a fan of the software processing on top of the RD-grade hardware, meaning I think this phone takes the best photos of any phone, period. But processing is subjective, so at the very least I can say the photos are good for a phone that launched at $1,000. And on the video side of things, the Pixel 8 Pro performs very good but not excellent. Video is sharp with good stabilization at resolutions up to 4K 60fps or 4K 30fps HDR. But there are definitely times when noise levels creep up or exposure and focus adjusts are a little jerky. To be clear, video is without a doubt good here, to the point I actually shot a whole YouTube video using this phone. It was on Sengled Smart Lighting Products if you want to check it out, but it's not quite on the level of iPhone video. There is Video Boost, which applies processing similar to the photos to every frame of a video, but it takes hours to process and the end result isn't too much more than some extra stabilization with increased brightness and contrast. You really can't make up for getting it right when first shooting the video. And quickly covering the Magic Eraser, Audio Magic Eraser, and Magic Editor, those are a suite of tools for removing background noise from videos and editing photos using generative AI, which are cool, but I'll be honest, I've never been an AI photo or video editing guy, and I left these features alone. The Pixel 8 Pro unlocks using the optical fingerprint reader under the screen or front camera face unlock, whichever comes first. It's a fast fingerprint reader and made even faster by the face unlock, but you can also technically say it's worse than an ultrasonic fingerprint reader. For me, it was just fine and never slowed me down. The Pixel 8 Pro has a 5050 mAh battery, which seems to be pretty optimized to provide great battery life. The only time I saw the battery level drop relatively fast is when heavily testing the camera or using the phone outdoors at very high brightness. For reasonable usage the majority of the time, this phone's battery life is very good. And finally, coming back to the whole reason I made this video, the Pixel 8 Pro is available renewed for a bit over $600. That's a big drop from the launch price of $1,000, and even now, going through the Google store will put you back $800. I've always been an advocate of used or refurbished on Amazon and eBay, and I'm glad I can now recommend this phone through this route to save you hundreds of dollars. The Pixel 8 Pro is a great phone I really enjoyed using, and for most people with a budget of around $600 to $700, this is a no-brainer. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more quality tech videos, and I'll see you later.